Hey there, my name is Jade and welcome to my space. In today's video, I'm going to be updating my regular journal and my movie journal. I want to do a spread in this one and then fix a spread in this one as well as set up a new one in this one. So yeah, I guess let's just get into it. So this is my regular journal. This is where I talk about just daily events and stuff. I've already printed these out. I had to print these out in advance because I use the Canon IV printer, and I had to print these out in advance because I print everything through the iPhone app and I'm using my phone to film. So yeah, printed these out using this. I love the Canon IV. It's my favorite little photo printer. I had the HP Sprocket as well, but I literally had to stop using the HP Sprocket because it kept half printing all the photos. And as much as I enjoy these little pocket printers, these little photo paper things, they're not cheap, y'all. They are not cheap. And because it was printing half of the photo, it was pissing me off. So I went back to the Canon IV. The first one I had, so little tangent, but this is the Canon IV2. This is the second generation of the Canon IV. I also had the first generation for many years, but it died on me, and so I had to get the Canon IV2. But before I got this one, I got the HP Sprocket, hated it, and then I got this one. Yeah, anyways, so I printed these two photos out. I wanted to talk about my latest video as well as how things are going with my small business. This piece of paper is, I think this is tissue paper and not vellum, because vellum is thicker, but this is a piece of tissue paper that I wrote on one side of, right? And so something that I like to do with pieces like this that are vellum is that I like to add regular lined paper on the other side if I've already written on the bare side of the other side. So I'm going to put some lined paper here. So what I like to do is I'll just roughly guesstimate. I'm going to go more so for the bottom part because I don't want the header. And then my favorite thing to do when I have a piece of paper like this is to crumple it. So the reason why I crumple it is because I like the texture that it has after it's crumpled. It just makes it look a little less plain, if that makes sense. So I'm going to glue this down. Should I glue it down? Should I tape it down? We'll do glue. This is the Scotch Wrinkle Free. Do not let the TikTok girlies know that this is the best glue on the market, okay? I'm just saying, I don't want my favorite glue to sell out, but when it says wrinkle free, it means wrinkle free, okay, babes? This is the best glue ever. So, gonna use this. If you hear some jingling, my cat is doing stuff. Alright, so that's how that looks on this side. Here's how it looks on the back side. And the reason why I do this is because when you write vellum, when you write on one side of vellum and then write on the other side of vellum with no anything to break it up, your words look very muddled together. And because I do a lot of writing, because I do a lot of writing, it makes it kind of hard to see both sides when it's just writing on one side and writing on the other with vellum and tracing paper. So you have to kind of break it up if you still want to be able to read your pages, you know what I mean? So that's that. I'm going to put that, I'm gonna put that up here. Hello, ma'am. So I'm journaling about my previous video, and I just want to say to all of the people who found my channel and have subscribed from that video, thank you so much. I posted that video this past Sunday, and this video will get posted Sunday, but people have just been so nice, and the views went up kind of fast, and I didn't expect it to. Like, I expected the video to do well because on my Instagram I said that like videos like this kind of always do well in the journaling community because we like seeing other people's setups and how they have, you know, their journals configured for their needs. So I knew that the video was going to do well. I just didn't expect it to do as well as it did. And to everyone who left really kind messages, thank you. It really meant a lot, as well as all the people who subscribed. I've gained over like 30 subscribers from that video, and not to get all deep and whatnot, but it really did mean a lot to me, so thank you. So next I have the passport size sticker books. Yeah, okay. So today is Thursday. I think I'll do this one. These stickers are from Planning with Kay, I think. I'll put her username on the screen, but basically I used to like follow her, and she made like a lot of like sticker kits for bullet journaling, and I don't bullet journal, but I really love like these days of the week stickers, and she made them available as printables, so I bought them a couple years ago, and ever since I've just been using them to like, you know, keep record of like the days of the week. Like, look at that. All of them in their own way are very stylish. So, and I still have the printables too, which is nice. So that's that. Girl, what are you doing? My cat's being weird. So these are my favorite like date stickers. I don't know if I can call them stickers, but they're by Classicy, and I believe this colorway is in collaboration with My Life Mitts. I feel like I'm making that up, but I also feel like that's kind of true. So, yeah. But they're water activated date stickers, or number stickers. I use them for dates only. Or, well, not only, because I have these on the cover of my journal, but I like to use them for the dates. So but they're water activated in the same way that like an envelope is water activated. Just gotta like, I was gonna make a very inappropriate joke just now. I am not trying to get in trouble with the internet tonight, y'all, okay? But there we go. Cute. Now I'm gonna add some embellishment. Shameless plug, not so shameless, very much a plug, but I am going to be using my stickers from my small business. Use these circles and the blobs. I'll do the same for this one. So these are the circles, these are the blobs, and same for these two, if you can see the cut lines. But basically, going to use these to add some texture. That's cute. There we go. And I'm also going to use my star stickers. I'm obsessed with these. I got these off of Amazon. I think I'm going to just do silver. There we go. So that's that side, and then we'll do this one down here. And I should probably stick in some washi tape. zoom too much, so I'm just gonna. There we go. Oh, this one. Yeah, that's better. When I journal, I really just go with the vibe, you know? Like, I feel like a lot of people stress themselves out about their spreads being perfect, and while I understand, like, perfectionism and wanting things to, like, look nice, I feel like you do yourself, well, not you, but, like, all of us as a whole, right? When we let perfectionism be, like, our guiding force, or guiding light, or whatever, it doesn't allow for the unknown, you know? Like, when you're trying so hard to, like, make everything perfect, it doesn't allow you to just it doesn't allow you to live with letting things be, if that makes sense. At least that's what I've found. So, now don't get me wrong, there have been times where I've stressed myself out bad over an ugly spread and have, like, ripped it out from my journal, but over time, I've had to force myself to be comfortable with things looking ugly, because what is ugly to you is not ugly to everyone, you know? And when I journal, I usually make a lot of like these little like clusters where I'll put a picture and I'll put like a bunch of stickers surrounding it, and then I'll write, and then just like be done with it, you know? That's just what my style has evolved to right now, at least. But I will say not every spread that I do gets like as elaborate decoration as this. There are other spreads that I've done where things have just been like I'll put like a piece of ephemera and then it's mostly writing, because at the end of the day it's more so about like this, like I said in my last video, this is about memory keeping, so I usually write more than I decorate sometimes. Oh, I'm going to add one of these. This is my playlist sticker. I don't know if you guys use TikTok a lot, but I do, unfortunately. And recently I've been getting a lot of TikToks for the Sweat Tour. It's the tour with Charlie XCX and Troye Sivan. They like are co-headlining, and I've been getting a lot of videos for it, and I'm so jealous. I didn't even know it was a thing until yesterday, and I looked at the tickets, and because I live in Southern California now, a lot of like the big concerts are in LA, and they're performing at the Forum, and floor tickets are $500, and it's like throwing me back to when Olivia Rodrigo's Guts tour started. I wanted to go to Guts tour so freaking bad, y'all. I even talked about it on my Instagram, and I literally was like, oh, tickets are $500, I shouldn't go. Even day of the concert, tickets are $500, because my tour stop was her first tour stop. She came to Palm Springs, and I was so pissed. And I saw the videos from opening night, and the regret was instant, dude. I was so freaking mad. So now I'm getting like double FOMO from Sweat Tour, but even though I'm getting like double FOMO, it's not as bad as when I missed out on Guts Tour, because when I missed out on Guts Tour, I still had my job, I was still working, you know? But now that I'm unemployed for health reasons, not because I'm lazy, but now that I'm unemployed, I can't get mad at myself for missing out on things like this, because, you know, life happens to people and you just gotta like be accepting of it. So that is the decorated spread, and now I'm just going to write about what I want to write about, and yeah, I think I should leave and come back. Yeah. Okay, so here is the finished spread in my traveler's notebook. Looks really good, if I do say so myself. And yeah, and the reason why I chose 365 is because that's my favorite song off of Brat as a whole. I listened to the deluxe version of Brat, and yeah, I think 365 is really just the best song. The drop at the end, so good. Anyways, this is the final spread for my traveler's notebook, so now I'm going to clean up and move on to my movie journal. Do you guys ever like flip through your journal when you haven't like journaled in a while and just like stare at your spreads. I do that all the time, especially when it gets bulky like this. Like I just like flip through it like all the time just because I like looking at it. Is that weird? Probably not, but like I do it all the time. Anyways. Okay, so this is my movie journal. I talked about it a lot in my previous video, but I want to fix this. I hate the way that this looks. I think it looks very sloppy and very ugly. And in my past movie journals, I never wrote down like the movie titles and whatnot with like gel pen, and it's like smeared all over and it just looks really ugly. So I want to redo this, and then I'm going to duplicate the same spread back here because like I said in my previous video, I want to get back into movie journaling, and this spread is quintessential to my movie journaling. Even though I do log every movie that I watch on Letterboxd, I like having the physical representation here in my movie journal. So, going to go here into the back. And I've already measured this out, so basically just gonna cut. Now, before you're like, whoa, that was crazy, I've done this before. Like I've said, I've made a lot of ugly spreads, and you just, at a certain point, you come up with ways to fix your mistakes, you know? So, I think what I'm gonna do is, because I like clean edges, I'm gonna cut off this part. And this is like kind of like what I mean by like, don't be afraid to make ugly spreads, because the more you make ugly spreads, the more you're able to problem solve how to not make them ugly, you know? Because truthfully, I could just let this be, but because I'm not a fan of the smudging is why I'm really cleaning this up. And so my solution was to cut out pages from the back, stick them here, and then redo this whole situation, you know? And I feel like I said, you have to make ugly spreads in order to problem solve how to fix them. You can't just like make an ugly spread and then like rip it out and then like be done with journaling forever. That's not gonna help you grow artistically. You just gotta like roll with the punches. Sorry for like this random ass pep talk. Like I said, I feel like we all get very hard on ourselves about like perfectionism and whatnot. So don't get yourself down. That's what I'm trying to say. I will say the Midori A5 notebook does ghost, so if you do not like ghosting, this is not the journal for you. But I don't mind ghosting. Respectfully, I think people make too much of a big deal out of ghosting. Like, it's really not that bad. Yeah. Now, before you're like, Jade, how did you get that so perfect? Oh my god. You just gotta like line it up in the corners. So, you know, not a big of a deal. Now, this pen, the pen that I'm using to write with, this is the Uni Jetstream in 0.38. This is not a gel pen, this is a ballpoint pen that I got from Amazon. And I like ballpoint pens nowadays more so than gel pens, because ballpoint pens don't run and don't bleed like gel pens do. Like, let's say you write out a page and then you spill water on it. With a gel pen, that ink's gonna bleed and run, right? Whereas with a gel pen, because gel pens are oil based, it's going to stay put. So that's why I'm using this, and I've been using like a pen like this for the last couple of years. I also really like the Hobonichi pens, so if you guys bought from Hobonichi this year or last year or next year, you know what I mean. But these are really good ballpoint pens too. I have 2 or 3 from last year because I did unfortunately buy that many Hobonichis last year, and I did waste all 3 of them. Yeah, it was a bad time. So now I'm just gonna, before I do this, going to take my pencil. There's no like real rhyme or reason for the spacing, just it's more so like whatever looks good. There we go. And there we go. I will say the ghosting underneath does kind of help because I can tell like what my spacing is going to be because of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Now I can take my pen and go in. And you see how I put color over that like almost instantly? Because it's ballpoint pen, it dries faster, so beautiful. I'm going to fill this in off camera, but yeah, that's that. And so now I want to make a similar spread to this right here. So let's take this. I have like these 2 folders that have like a whole bunch of movies that are supposed to go in my previous movie journal that I want to do. Usually when I like finish a movie journal spread and I still have like photos left over, I set those photos aside for like the beginning spreads of my movie journal for the next time. So, but I don't have any of those right now because I'm slacking. So I'm gonna choose a couple, and whatever photos I use, I'll just put them in a new document and reprint them because that's like the easier thing to do. Okay, so now I'm just gonna cut these out. I think I got them. Okay, so now what I like to do is I'll take the smallest photo and I'll overlay it over top because I like them all to be the same width. So do like this. I'm gonna take my ruler and my pencil again to like measure out what needs to be cut off. And when I do this, I like try to put the smaller picture over the part that I want showing from the scene. I know this all looks very annoying and tedious, but this is my method to my madness, you know? And I do this because I don't want to like cut off people's faces and whatnot. Okay, now just gotta cut all this excess off. So this washi tape is one of my all-time favorite washi tapes, and I use it a lot for my movie journals, and it's just like the little countdown from like old school movies. So just need to pull this across. There you go. Need that flat. Got it here. There you go. I will say, if you've ever had like a deep love for like entertainment, whether it be movies or TV shows or books or music. I think having a dedicated journal to that is a lot of fun. Like, I have so much fun with my movie journal. If you've seen like my previous video, or if you've seen the flip through of my first ever movie journal, like, because the love is there, I enjoy journaling about these things. It's like my two favorite things combined, journaling and movies. So it makes it like a bit more fun for me, you know? So, like I said, if you've ever wanted to, and you have like a deep enough love to like make a whole journal about something, then do it. Like, I think you will not regret it. Like, whether that be, like I said, entertainment or crocheting. I've seen people make crochet journals, like whatever it is, you know, like let's say you love to cook, and instead of making like a traditional recipe book, you make like a fun like food themed journal about all the places that you've eaten and all the recipes that you've tried to make, you know? You just have to find what works for you. But I will say, like, you really have to have like that love for both said hobby and journaling in order for it to work. Because I feel like that's how you won't like fall off when like you inevitably like get bored. Because at the end of the day, you really won't get bored with doing either of the hobbies, you know? Because that love is there, if that makes sense. There we go, got my edges all clean. So now, remember this? Yeah, so, I'm gonna outline that with one of my gel pens. I'll do pink. These are the Sakura Jelly Roll Moonlight gel pens. These are the ones that can write on like black paper. They have very vibrant color. So, and I'm basically just outlining the numbers and words. You can do whatever you want in your movie journal. I really am just more so explaining like my process and the way that I do things, but you do not have to do anything the way that I do, because that's the fun in journaling, and it's all in making things your own. So, yeah. Like, you can skip this spread altogether if you don't want it in your particular movie journal. Because, like I said, I also track all of my movies in Letterboxd. Now, I'm tearing this out because I like the look of the rough edges. I don't know what it is. I like the way it looks. It gives it like a scrapbooky vibe, you know what I mean? Damn, I just realized The Summer I Turned Pretty is not a movie. Oh well. Oh well. I thought it looked cute, so it's going to stay there. Okay, so now I'm just gonna space out the date, title, and rating. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Now I can go on and I can write out all the movies that I watched this year and continue on with this journal. So, did this one, fixed this one. I think they both look really nice. Alrighty, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. It was a bit different for a journal with me than I've ever done before, so I hope that it turned out okay. I hope that you guys enjoyed either watching it or journaling along or body doubling. And yeah, I'm very excited to be back doing this again. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next one. Stay gold.